Another week, another airline, and this week I want to introduce Sri Lanka's latest airline to you called FitsAir, managed by Peter Hill, former CEO of Sri Lankan Airlines and TAC Angola, trying to challenge the dominance of the local flag carrier which has been a burden to the taxpayer for decades. Today I'm part of the airline's inaugural flight from Colombo to Dubai to see whether they have what it takes to trouble the big players. So join me on another aviation adventure.
Of Sri Lankan Airlines, right? So guys, in a beautiful good morning from Colombo Gold Phase, a place that not so long ago was occupied by protesters demanding the president to go home, a mission that they successfully accomplished. And now, since the country is back to stability, welcoming tourists back to this beautiful island, we're also celebrating the inaugural flight of FitsAir to Dubai today. It's a very interesting event because this country was for the longest time dominated by Sri Lankan Airlines, and this is the first time that a private carrier comes in and is trying to challenge the dominance of the flag carrier. So let's do this. Let's head to the airport. So on my way to the airport, and a familiar face, Ajeet, welcome back.
Hello,
on my
hi.
channel. How have you been?
I've been good.
You good?
Yes.
On the way to the airport for the inaugural flight of FitsAir, what do you think of a new airline starting operation, and a local airline?
Oh yes. It happens to be Sri Lanka's first private airline going international, so it's a great achievement for us, and it's also an opportunity for us to basically expand into the world and have more visitors coming into Sri Lanka.
And challenge the local dominance of Sri
Exactly.
Lankan Airlines,
Yes,
right? Give them a hard time.
absolutely. Yes.
That is right. Anyways, Ajeet is my guy for everything here. He organizes tours, he knows everyone, he can get everything done in no
course,
time.
yes.
So you should come to Sri Lanka because we are pretty much back to normal, isn't
Yes,
it? Right?
yeah, yes.
Right. It's a good time to visit. Season is about to start. I will leave his WhatsApp number down below and his email so you can get in touch. He's really eager to help you organize your trip or whatever it is, and then he's going to take you around this beautiful paradise island.
Yes.
Right? All right, next stop, airport. So right behind me, the check-in counter just opened for its inaugural flight. So let's go and let's check in for our flight to Dubai. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Hi, good morning. How are you? Used to it. Thank you very much. Window seat. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you. Thank you. So all checked in for the inaugural flight to Dubai. We also have a proper gate, so no remote gate. As you can see, gate 6, the plane hasn't arrived yet. But let me also share my thoughts with you, what I think about FitsAir and whether they have a chance to succeed.
FitsAir enters the market claiming affordable fares and the right prices, so let's judge them by this promise. As of this month, 4 airlines are operating flights from Colombo to Dubai: FitsAir, Fly Dubai, Emirates and Sri Lankan Airlines. So let's have a closer look at their prices and what they offer. A one-way flight on FitsAir costs $320. Fly Dubai is $304, Emirates is $341, and Sri Lankan Airlines is available at $390. In fact, Fly Dubai is currently the most affordable option, and for an extra $20 you can even fly Emirates. All of those airlines offer in-flight entertainment, new generation airplanes, as well as a full meal, including alcoholic beverages. All these perks aren't available on FitsAir. Also, the luggage allowance is almost identical on all carriers. So as of now, I can't really find a reason why anybody would choose FitsAir over the likes of Emirates, Fly Dubai or Sri Lankan Airlines on the Colombo-Dubai sector. Another problem is also that FitsAir doesn't show up on any flight search engine, whether it's Skyscanner, Google Flights or Kayak.
So boarding is about to start, flying FitsAir on an Airbus A320X Indigo plane, by the way, all the way to Dubai.
Today's plane is a decade-old former Indigo Airbus A320-200. The airline is currently operating 3 of them. After Dubai, the Maldives will be added to their network next week, increasing their destinations. Also, flights to South India are coming very soon as well. But before we go on board, it's a good old tradition to cut some cake and to interview the vice president of the airline.
The man in charge, so many months in the making. How do you feel today?
Elated. I mean, this has been, a real pleasure for me. As you know, I'm an old timer in the industry, as you can see from Josh's pictures here. And I've launched a few airlines in my time, but everyone is special. And this is just as special as the very first one. And working with a team of passionate people, trying to deliver a really first-class product. We're not a full-service carrier. I'm used to running them. This is my first time in a low-cost carrier. I hope that we're going to demonstrate that we give very good value for money, sort of mission into my old fortress, Dubai.
Yeah.
Actually, I told the team this was our D-Day.
The D-Day.
That's
the
right.
D-Day.
So, we're all excited about today. We've got a good group of passengers on board, all commercial, like yourself. Never not pays for his ticket. That's what I like about Josh.
I pay for my ticket, just FYI, right?
That's right, as Josh tells you on all of his blogs, but it's true. So he bought his ticket on us with no prompting, and I'm looking forward to hearing what he feels about our service today. Well, I'm sure it's going to be a good experience. First flight probably can always be a better experience, but let's hear what Josh has to say.
But that's how we learn.
I'm
equally excited for this today. And Sri Lanka needs a bit of competition. I think it's very nice to see an airline starting up in this country and also challenging the big guys here in the industry. And as I said, you will be judged by your fares, by your promises, and I'm really excited to see what you have to offer on board. But so far, the gate experience, the uniforms, it looks all very promising.
Yeah, well, I mean, the uniforms are fantastic and
Exactly.
all designed in-house. Everything's coming from Sri Lanka.
There you go.
So, that's what that's what we need. Josh and I both live in Sri Lanka. We're not Sri Lankan, but we love the country, we love the people, and we're going to love this airline. So
Absolutely.
Go fly
Absolutely.
us. And
all right.
remember, your friend in the skies.
There we go.
Thank you.
Let's go to Dubai. Yeah.
Have a safe
Bye-bye.
flight.
Thank you. Hey, how are you? How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Welcome aboard.
Looks beautiful.
Thank you very much.
And here we are, welcome on board Fitzair Airbus
How are
A320,
you?
featuring 180 seats in a standard 3-3 configuration. The best seat? None really,
Right in
since
back.
they all
Hey,
feature
how
the
are
same
you?
legroom. The last row is definitely to be avoided, since it doesn't feature a recline. Fitzair also operates a former Nile Air 320, which comes with a premium cabin, which I yet have to experience. So guys, and here we are, welcome on board Fitzair Airbus A320. It's bright, it's colorful, I love the new uniforms, and as my Indian followers probably have noticed, it's an ex-Indigo plane, which is now operating for Fitzair. Everybody seems to be in a splendid mood. It's an inaugural flight, it's a reason to celebrate, so I'm very much looking forward to see what service is like, what snack we're gonna get served, and it's overall a great day for the country and for aviation. So yeah, but let me give you also a quick little seat tour. The seat is kept very simple. All you really have is a seat back pocket and a foldable table, so literally no frills. But if you've been wondering what Fitzair stand for, it means friends in the skies. But with all passengers on board, it was then time to be pushed back for the airline's inaugural flight to Dubai. It's also a good time to follow my friend Hash De Silva if you happen to travel to Sri Lanka anytime soon, as he updates you literally on everything that's going on in the country. But now, lean back and enjoy this historic takeoff of Fitzair.
That would be nice, yes. So, and this concludes the lunch service here on FitzAir. In terms of presentation and quality, it was rather underwhelming, and I would prefer FitzAir to rather introduce a buy on board service, which gives you or offers more variety to the passenger. It's an extra stream of income, and it helps you to drop the fares as well, because right now the vibe it creates is like, oh, for the same price I could have flown Fly Dubai or Emirates, where I would get a full meal, alcoholic beverages, and so much more. So it's a bit counterproductive from my opinion. So I feel there needs to be a few screws that need to be adjusted in order to make that work, but I'd rather see them go in full budget, buy on board, duty-free sales, even when you book your flight online, so you be able to book your meal choice. That's rather something I'd like to see with FitzAir right now, because the vibe I get on this plane, obviously it's a budget cabin, it's a very casual thing, it's a very casual outlook, so go with one concept, because that hybrid concept doesn't seem to be working for FitzAir under those circumstances, but time will tell. It's our first flight, so we'll be very forgiving here, but that lunchbox was rather underwhelming. So was the food. So a few ideas here and there to make it a real good product. But it was then time for the first ever FitzAir Lure review. So guys, and here we are to the first very official FitzAir Lure review, probably the first on YouTube ever. 2 lavatories in the back, 2 in the front, rather spacious, still clean. You got some sanitizer here, that's about it when it comes to the amenities. Still 3 hours to go until we touch down in Dubai, and FitzAir is operating to Terminal 2, which is the Fly Dubai terminal located on the other side. And from what I remember, it's only bus boarding and bus disembarkation, but things might have changed since the last time I departed from there, which was Iraq Airways, exactly a year ago. And other than that, by the end of the flight, I'll give you a full summary, and I have some very interesting thoughts that I want to share with you guys, but so far, so good. The rest of the flight was rather uneventful. The first passenger to check in was given a present, as well as one lucky winner was drawn for another surprise. A classic inaugural flight, but throughout this flight, the crew showed great presence in the cabin, catering the needs of their passenger without hiding in the galley. So we just started our descent into Dubai, and perhaps now it's a very good opportunity to summarize today's flight. Love the crew. Great attitude, very happy, huge smiles on their face. Obviously the dining experience is where there can still be a lot of improvement, though I've heard on this plane, it's an ex-Indigo plane, they don't have the oven, they don't have the possibilities to like heat up meals. That's how it was communicated with me from the crew. But what I like about FitzAir, they're brave, they're different, and Sri Lanka is a very conservative society. Their beliefs is, if something has worked for 20 years and it has always been like this, let's not change it. So I do appreciate the bravery, trying new uniforms, being casual, introducing a new model where a lot of Sri Lankans will still be very reluctant to it for some time, but eventually, if it picks up and if it works and FitzAir becomes a much stronger player in the Sri Lankan market, I think people will start to like it, and a change has to start somewhere, especially in aviation. And this is the problem with Sri Lankan Airlines. They haven't changed anything in the past 15 years. They're still flying the same old planes with no planes on order, serving the same meals for the past decade. Neither have the uniforms changed, neither have they tried to be innovative or anything else. So it's good to see somebody coming, steering up the market and trying out new things. And this is the key to success, especially with an airline like FitzAir. They have nothing to lose, so they should just go all in and try and travel the airlines. So that's what I mean. FITS-Air has nothing to lose. They can go all in. They can try to be creative. They can try new things. So yeah, however now, enjoy the landing in Dubai. A historic one, first for FITS-Air on a revenue flight. So let's do this, and then I'm gonna take you through the arrival experience in Dubai as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now arrived at Dubai International Airport. The local time is 30 minutes past 3 p.m.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Yeah. So guys, and here we are, welcome to Dubai, and flying FITS-Air was airline 164 for me. So I've seen it all, whether it's budget airline, full service airline, hybrid airline. So I've had a lot of experience traveling different carriers from around the world, and based on this, I say that FITS-Air does have a lot of potential. They need to figure out what works best for them. I personally would suggest for them to be more of a budget airline, include less in the ticket, but sell more on board, have more variety, offer a lower fare, because in terms of price, as we saw the comparison, they can't compete with the offering of Emirates, Sri Lankan Airlines, or Fly Dubai. But they have a very experienced management. They have very eager crew. They have a lot of people who want to make this work, and they just have to be a bit more bold, a bit more, brave, and try new things, like send out a message to your competition, to the very conservative airlines, especially in Sri Lanka, or like talking especially about Sri Lankan Airlines. So go try out, find yourself, and I'm sure by the end it could become a very interesting addition to the aviation market in South Asia. So, was it South Asia or was it Central Asia? South Asia, exactly. But this is it, guys. Thanks so much for joining me today on the inaugural flight of FITS-Air. Check out my Patreon page if you want to have some extra perks and want to join my WhatsApp group or have early access to my videos. Other than that, hit that like button. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of FITS-Air. Are they here to stay, or are they going to be grounded very soon? We'll find out, I guess. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and wherever you're off to, have a safe trip.